would be hard to argue that communication isn't one of the top or if the most important factor in business. Now, if you look at that in a virtual setting, could almost say it's more important because it is different to the traditional norms that we're all used to in business. So the importance of virtual meetings is unprecedented. And today I want to talk about two catastrophic errors you can make while conducting virtual meetings. So the first one is not setting an agenda. So no agenda, no attender, as Cameron Herold would say from the book Meeting Sucks. Now, the agenda in a virtual setting gives you the ability to ask the questions to the other person you're having a meeting with or be asked, and for you to go and prepare and be prepared. So a meeting, you always have limited time. And in that limited time, you've got to use it to the best of your abilities. Now, if you have 10 questions, 8 of which can be answered before the meeting, you can script straight to that and dive into deep, meaningful conversation, higher forms of communication, higher levels of problem solving, and actually get to the core of the problems that you need instead of wasting maybe half the meeting on just the other person going and getting data. What a waste of time. Your time is so valuable together that you need to problem solve. And the second one is setting actions and never completing them, never following up, or just not setting actions at all. Taking actions is how you execute on your plans or on your ideas and your plans, which go into projects, which go into your goals. You have to take action. So I'm going to quickly jump in to a real template we have. So ignore the top. So it can be manipulated. You want the attendees, what they do, their role in the meeting. If you choose to do so, you can have a timekeeper and a chairperson. So the roles are pretty self-explanatory, and you can label that. But what I want to get into is you have clearly here the actions from last meeting. So the action, the due date, and the result. Now going on RACI, RACI, the acronym, responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. Look it up if you don't know it, or look at previous videos. Only one person can be made responsible or accountable, in this case, to the task. So this has to be an action for one person, has to have a due date. Otherwise, it never happens. You'll never execute and hit your goals. And then you can have the topic. And so topic for here could be, I don't have to write it in, but, you know, the inventory, how many cups are you planning on sending next month? And they can write, and the other person, attendee, can write how many cups they're attending. And then they don't go waste the time, and they can get onto problem solving, like how can we ship things more efficiently? How can we save cost? You know, the real crux of it, the higher level communication, instead of this low level garbage that can be done with better planning. And then you draw up your actions from the meeting, you do it, and then you have due date, and you do it, and you start again, and you do the process again. You follow up. You always follow up. Now, even if it's not a meeting, you want to follow up date by some other communication method. So that's it. They're the two deadly sins that I've seen of online meetings. Now, they're always progressing. We're always progressing our meetings. They're so important that you can't stop iterating at any stage. But the communication aspect of them is absolutely critical. It's more difficult in virtual for sure. I'd like to say it's changed as much as difficult, because virtual is the new norm. It's how we as a society are going to progress now, and by virtual business, because the free market solves all the problems in the world. Okay, thanks for that. And remember those two deadly sins.